How many times has it happened to you that you set an alarm to wake up at a respectable time like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and you look forward to waking up and doing all your tasks that you have written on your pretty little to-do list, feeling all productive and good about yourself. But when the morning comes, you snooze your alarm and snooze it again and maybe even snooze it again. But the time is running by, and when you wake up, you realize that it's 12 p.m. and you have wasted half of your day. So, what do? You think now that you have wasted half of your day, there is nothing wrong with letting the entire day go to shit, and thus, by the end of the day, you feel so bad about yourself. But let me tell you something, a half wasted day is not equal to a full wasted day. Ask yourself this question, that if your car has a flat tire, would you go and fix that tire or would you go and slash the rest three? Because when you waste your entire day after you have wasted half of your day, you are technically slashing the other three tires of your car, which is something that you don't want to do because you still have a lot of time in your day to do things that you had actually planned to do the night before. And thus, in this video, I will be telling you on how you can save your half-wasted day and turn it into a productive one in just 6 simple steps. Now, the first step or the first thing that you should be doing when you wake up is actually something that you usually do every single day, and that is following your morning routine. This is because this will trick your mind into believing that it is still morning, maybe even though it is still noon at this point of the day. And thus, your mind will think that it is just any other normal day. So, this will bring a sense of normalcy into your day and help ease your mind. Because I know when you wake up and you realize that it's 11:30 a.m. already or 12 p.m. already, maybe even later, you will start feeling so overwhelmed, and thus doing what you actually do every single day, doing something that you are already very familiar with, will help ease your mind and calm your nerves. So get up, make your bed, which will be the first productive thing, and to be honest, the hardest thing that you will do to get out of that comfort zone. So get up, make your bed, have a glass of water, wash your face, freshen up, and do your skincare and have a healthy breakfast. This is the first thing that you should be doing. Now, your step number two is to plan your day. So take out a sheet of paper, take out your to-do list pad or your Notion or Docs, anything, and just brain dump everything that comes to your mind, everything that you think you have to do on this particular day, starting from the easiest task to the hardest task. Again, I know that you must be feeling very overwhelmed, you must be feeling very shitty that you have already wasted half of your day, and thus doing this small step will actually give you a huge sense of accomplishment. And trust me when I say this, that half of your work is already done. Now, your step number three is to throw away your phone. Now, I'm speaking this from my personal experience. When you have already wasted half of your day, your mind will trick you into believing that what harm will more 15 minutes or 20 minutes of scrolling on Instagram would do. But trust me, it can do a huge damage. This is because, firstly, you won't even realize when those 15 or 20 minutes would turn into an hour or maybe even two. And secondly, it will lead to a huge friction. This is because you have already completed the hardest part. You have already gotten out of your comfort zone, out of your cocoon. You have already made the list of what you wanted to do today. And if you just sit in your bed and scrolling for 1 or 2 hours, you will feel even more shitty, and it will increase your friction to a huge extent that you won't feel like doing anything for the rest of the day. So this will increase your chances of you wasting your rest of the day, I think, to around 80 to 90%. So just throw away that phone. Just put it on DND mode if that works for you, or just simply turn it off, put it in some other room, or you can install apps like Forest, which will help you focus on your work, which you will be going to do in your next step. Now, your step number four is to start your Pomodoro timer. Now, if you guys don't know what Pomodoro technique is, I'm sure that you all must have heard of it. So it is when you study for 20 or work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. You do this for 3 cycles and then you increase your break time. You take a long break, which can be 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Now, what I like to do is I like to study for my focus time and then I take a break according to that. Now, a focus span or focus time is basically how much time can you concentrate on a particular task before your mind starts drifting away, which can obviously be different for different people. So usually what I like to do is I work for 40 minutes and then I take a 15-minute break. I do this for 2 or 3 cycles and then I take a long break. I take like a 30 to 40 minutes break. So do that if that works for you. But what I would recommend is, since you are already feeling a bit shitty and demotivated, I would recommend you to study for 25 minutes and then take a 10 or 15-minute break. That is a bit longer break, because this will make you feel that you have a bigger reward coming, so it will keep you a bit more motivated to do your tasks. Now, if you are using apps like Forest, of course, you will have your Pomodoro timer in that. But if you have just thrown away your phone like I do, then you can use web apps or apps that you can, install in your laptop. For example, I love using Life at because it gives you an ambience as well for when you're studying. So you can switch that either to like nature or a cafe, cozy sounds, anything that works for you. So that's why I love using that. But if you don't want to use that, you can also use Pomo Focus. I think that's called Pomo Focus. Yeah, it's called Pomo Focus. So you can change that, the settings of the time that what works for you, and start your Pomodoro timer. Now, your step number 5 is to do the easiest task first. I know this might be sounding a bit odd to you, because even I on my Instagram and other influencers, everyone tells you to do the hardest task first. But when you are already feeling so shitty and when you're already feeling so demotivated and bad about wasting half of your day, doing the easiest task first will give you a sense of motivation, give you a sense of accomplishment. And thus, when you will strike off that task from your list, it will give you a kick to go and strike off the other task from your list as well. So pick up the easiest task. It can be anything. For example, reading a chapter of any chapter of your subject, or it can be to revise what you already studied the previous day. And once you complete that task, make sure that you go and strike off that task from your to-do list. Again, it will give you a dopamine kick and will motivate you to go and strike off other tasks as well. Now, for your next task, it depends upon how you're feeling right now. So if you are feeling extremely motivated, you can go and pick up your a bit harder task. But if you're still feeling a bit sluggish or feeling a bit not so motivated, then you can go and pick up another easy task. Completely depends upon how you're feeling after doing your first task. Now, your step number 6 is to switch your location. Now, what I like to do is love to go to a cafe to get some work done. But if you don't want to go to a cafe, then you can go to a library. Or if you don't want to get out of your house, then you can just go to some other place in your house apart from your bed. So you can go and study on your couch or on your living room table in some other person's room, or whatever works for you. Just don't get too comfortable, like you get in your bed, because you don't want to shut off your laptop and just go to sleep. So just switch your location a little bit. I love to go to a cafe or a library to do that, because there are so many people around you who are also doing the same thing, who are also working. So this means that it is very less likely that you will keep your work aside and scroll on Instagram and waste your time. So, and this will also give you a change of scenery and thus freshen up your mind a bit. Now, the next thing that I want to share is actually the most important step, and that is your mindset. So if you have this mindset that, okay, I have wasted half of my day, so I will start fresh tomorrow. So I have wasted half of my day, so that means I cannot salvage this day, then no one can help you. This video won't be able to help you. I won't be able to help you. No other YouTube video will be able to help you. But if you have incorporated a positive mindset, if you believe that even if you have wasted half of your day, you can still make this day into even a semi-productive day, then these tips will really help you. These 6 tips in order, follow these 6 steps in order. That is, firstly, wake up, make your bed, get fresh, and follow your morning routine. Second step was to plan your day. Do everything, write down everything that you wanted to do. Your third step was to throw your distractions away, which mostly it is your phone, but if you have other distractions, just throw them away. Your step number 4 was to start your Pomodoro timer. Again, you can use apps like Forest, or you can use web apps like Life at or Pomo Focus. Your step number 5 was to do the easiest task first, because it will give you a sense of accomplishment and it will motivate you to go and strike off other tasks as well from your to-do list. And your last step was to change your location. And of course, there is thing about mindset. Always have a positive mindset. So a half-wasted day does not have to equal to a full wasted day. So I really hope this video helped you and you got an idea of how you can save your half wasted day, and I will see you in my next video.